On today's episode of The Couch.
Just now, Carnage said that that are 70 meters away from urination. And all I can say is, I'm sorry that you couldn't hear it from him himself.
Kill these half-wits, come on.
I need to pee. I need to
I pee like a fat kid needs grapefruit.
I've never heard that description before. That is amazing.
Hit that button, hit that button. That grunt, hit that button. That grunt, hit that button. Hurry up.
I'm hitting the button on the
Hey,
tap.
your pants, come on, hurry up!
Oh. Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to comment on that. What a way to welcome you all back to the couch as we're still stuck on this covenant spot. Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
God.
tongue versus cloister.
God. I'm dead.
Oh, it hurts to laugh.
Here, Gribb, you want to take over for the turn? Because you and me share, yeah, you and me share controls anyway.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay.
You need to do your part. Finish the level.
I'm trying.
Finish my level.
Oh, God.
I can't even see what I'm aiming at half the time.
That's why
I just shoot when the reticle turns red.
That's why I'm watching the smaller screen, not the bigger one. I haven't noticed any.
Can you turn the brightness up on the TV?
I know it's not. It's literally the connection. And the funny part is, if I actually put HDMI on the 360, we don't get audio.
Oh, I'll leave it in. So this is the way it was meant to be.
Yeah, if I try and use, it's so weird because remember the Gears days too. If I try and use the Xbox HDMI, this could be just because my 360 is just about to bite it. But if I try to use the HDMI on my Xbox 360, our capture system does not pick up audio. I've tried at least 3 different ones.
When the issue happened?
So there's at least the 2. We had 2 different ones when it came to the first occurrence of it happening. With you're the only one up high. I'm in the hallway. I'm surprised I haven't warped you. And then we had a different wire now.
Don't actually make a progress.
The reason I ask is that I've always found HDMI cables to be temperamental, especially with bypass devices. And so a lot of times I'll have to simply switch around or change HDMI.
Shit.
Because of a sound effect.
Yeah.
So like that's why I was asking, like, have you changed it for the 360 specifically?
Not tonight.
It honestly may be as simple as grabbing any other HDMI cord and then switching it out, and maybe switching both of them out to get two.
Right now, if I would do HDMI,
You have to chase it.
it'll go straight from the 360 to the capture card
So this one cable then?
at that point.
Okay.
I mean, there's another wire that does the capture card to the TV so we can watch. Yeah.
HDMI specifically has always, in my, not, so like for example, HDMI splitters,
Yeah.
no matter what brand HDMI splitter
You're on your own.
I will have that issue randomly.
Yeah.
On any device, doesn't matter if it's Xbox, PS3, but it doesn't matter. Or the sound will just not work for no fucking reason. And it's always like in between device. And I don't know why.
Um.
I've always had to just unplug and replug things in, switch cables out, and that's always fixed it.
The part I hate with it is I've had like where microphones weren't working, and then literally all I did was because this was weird. When I was last recording session I did with Jen Storms on Monster Hunter, his microphone kept turning off, like literally mid talking. So I just turned the computer off, turned it back on. I hate the fact that that is a solution. That should, to me, never be the solution. So What? Oh, the lag down here.
I actually had another story for you. Now, I have one I told you before.
Oh, I'm dead. You're on your own. Yep, I ate it. I ate all that Snickers.
I had like 2 examples. One from
Okay.
like the Stone Age. I tried to turn my computer on, and it sounded like it was only running on half power. And this
It
is
sounded like it was around half hour?
yeah, like literally, like half the fans turned on or turned on slow.
Okay.
And all I had to do to fix it was unplug it, blow the dust off my power strip, and plug it back in.
I remember you telling me that with the power strip part of it because
Yeah.
I remember hearing that and I was like, I have never heard of that type of scenario.
I haven't either. And then guess what? It happened again, but this
Same.
time at work. So one of my employees, they were having it where they have like one of those docks or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
essentially the dock just didn't have power. So like, because they were just like, hey, none of my peripherals are working.
Yeah.
And my monitors aren't turning on. It's just doing this. And I could tell clearly the dock wasn't on because the light wasn't on it.
Yeah.
But it was clearly plugged in. The power strip was plugged in. So I was just like, oh,
Now you're
God.
on.
This must be it. Here it is again. It's happening. And I unplugged it, blew on the thing, plugged it back in, worked fine.
I'm
I think I plugged into a different part of the power strip as well.
I had one recently at work that it was kind of an unplug replug situation, but I went all the way around and unplugged everything, and that includes the power and the power strip, just to make it fix. But it was weird because lately I've been having where one monitor, and this is both before the situation and even after, one monitor likes to randomly blink off, give it 2 seconds, blink back on.
You know what? That's not uncommon. The same shit happens at my job in almost the exact same way.
Yeah.
And it's not consistent. It's like it doesn't happen to my setup all that often, but it happens to one of my
Backing up.
my one buddy that you met, who I work with. Like it happens to him all the time. I'll watch it like in real time.
Yeah.
Just like you said, one monitor will just turn off, 2 seconds, turn back on.
But that wasn't what the issue was. The issue, best way to say is, I want you to think like the old, I hate to say old being our age, of 90s, early 2000s when a computer got hacked, like how the screen would tear, have like the random squares everywhere and all that.
Yeah.
My monitors, all 4 of them, were randomly doing that. Just out of nowhere. It would just start doing the square shit, then go back normal, then random square shit, then go back normal.
Neo was trying to make a phone call.
Pretty much. So I literally unplugged everything, replugged the wires back in, haven't had that issue since. Still having that one monitor like to turn itself off randomly.
I know Kung Fu.
Yeah. But the part that's more annoying with that monitor is I call it my this is basically my display monitor for whenever someone has questions on the files. Like, it is my go-to. Here, look at the Jumbotron, please. And the Jumbotron likes to turn itself off. There we go.
I don't know. There's a reason why, like, I know you go to me a lot of the times
Whoa.
for your computer fixes.
Yeah.
But I'm still a console guy.
Oh, no.
PCs aggravate the absolute crap out of me. Like,
Say a lot of the questions I have for you is because of best way to say is how like everyone asks me for housing questions. It's not because I have I'm out. I have the skill set for because of the line of work I've done. It's just experience. Like I've gone through this, so it's one of those. All right, here's my situation. How have you fixed this before?
I will say though, of our mutual friend group, there are people in front of me in terms of their know-how
Oh, I know.
and skill set.
But as well, it's one of those. The best way to say is, all right, how have you fixed this in the past, or who do I go to? It's mainly the reason I'm asking you.
because like for me, it's like you'll ask me, it's like, oh shit, I think I did fix it like 5 years ago, but fuck if I remember what I did. Like whereas someone like our buddy Zach will.
Yeah.
He does
Oh no,
it for a living.
I know
And
he's
so,
the
like,
IT guy, but
he'll be able to figure it out, or even Isla would be good because of their being in programming and stuff.
both of them I will agree with. However, both of them I will say share the same problem. I have to put a ticket in to get them to actually do anything, and hopefully get a return response in the next 3 to 4 business days.
I may respond quickly, but it'll be like, fuck if I know.
Yeah, but it's a response, so it's one of those. All right, I tapped out that resource.
That reminds me, you're in your wife's issues with the PC have been fine since the last time I was over here, right? The big stuff.
We haven't noticed them. However,
Monster Hunter.
we haven't noticed them. However, timing of this recording, a second beta is coming out for that Monster Hunter. Probably by the time this airs, that second beta has already. Oh, that was the wrong button. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. The second beta is coming out that supposedly is going to have the dead same as before.
Okay.
So we'll get to see if we have origami monsters or if we have traditional monsters. I kind of hope for origami because it was freaking hilarious. But for her sake, I hope it works fine because it is highly upsetting that we have the same build, the same computers, and yet while I have the clean-cut monsters, she has the most origami, almost SNES, NES graphics of monsters that she is hunting.
Well, for sure, she was definitely running a whole different dynamic of her GPU settings.
Yeah.
So that I'm 90% confident that probably will solve it.
Yeah, it should.
Again, like you said, because you literally clone builds. It's not like you're running even a remotely slightly different hardware.
Oh,
it is all completely identical. So, but I also know that y'all aren't as great about I won't say techie. Y'all aren't as great about like performing maintenance.
That to me is techie.
It's not.
I heard of the war rewards. Ah, crap.
A lot of the times with PC stuff, everything's about apps. So you just have to remember which part of your computer requires certain apps. Most stuff will update your PC through Windows Update, but like anything involving GPU, normally you have to go through whatever your GPU is made by.
Yeah.
And if
Thank you.
and then you have a few other things like peripherals. If they're third party, you'll have to worry about their crap updating correctly. So a lot of the times when you have issues with like certain types of headsets or microphones, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it can be related to a specific app or the need for a specific app, because without the app you don't get the drivers, because Windows is only so good at finding drivers. Because normally nearly everything is the same. It's always the driver.
Yeah.
But Windows is like universally
Oh,
using
come
loads
on.
to think you can do drivers, but it just doesn't always.
I know I was talking to one of my coworkers. God, I can't remember what the subject exactly was. Oh, no, was talking about Halo Infinite and how, backing up, how my experience with it, and I think we talked about this on an earlier episode, and we didn't, cool, I can talk about it here. If we did, cool, you guys get a repeat. Halo Infinite, I played and wasn't a fan. And it's hard to explain exactly as to why. I know part of it was the graphics on there. And I'm not one to be a graphics snob, but it was, best way to say is like, here, these graphics are fine, but there's no choppiness. There has been lag, which I've been calling out, which is more hilarious than it is an inconvenience on your own. But it's definitely, you can see like the system is just overloaded. Like it is chugging, it's trying. But on the one thing I care about when it comes to graphics is that it's a smooth transition. I don't care if it's slow, as long as it's smooth, I'm happy. That one was very choppy for me, and I don't know if it's my system,
No.
or if it was the game.
It's the game.
Well, my thought was I could be putting this at a higher graphics settings than what my computer could have.
No,
handled.
I get your thought process, but I'm just trying to tell you that one, that game is not resource demanding, not really.
Yeah.
And so like your PC does not have like Xbox One X graphics, but like or Xbox Series X graphics, but at
Yeah.
the same time, that game isn't a
That
Series
taxing.
X game.
Yeah.
So, like for me, it's like I
dear Lord.
can see that argument if you were trying to run like Cyberpunk, because I believe that's considered the new or the current, like if you know your
The taxing. Yeah.
no, what's the benchmark?
Oh, okay.
Like you know your computer has the right stuff when you can run Cyberpunk on high, that or ultra or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how you know you got the best graphics card. Like Halo Infinite won't even touch that shit. And you should be able to run Infinite with your stuff.
Oh, damn.
At least on medium or high.
I think I was running on medium, and yeah, it was just choppy, and it was best way to say it was a 2-frame choppy, where
And was this just multiplayer or a campaign?
campaign.
Okay, yeah. That's how you know for sure.
Well, that was the part that was weird. Was it wasn't happening in multiplayer? It was only campaign. Hunter.
Yeah, generally if it's graphics, it's the whole game. It's not just the campaign.
But it was as I was trying to say, like a 2-frame choppy, which was the most irritating because best way to say is you would settle down and just kind of let it ride. You could kind of ignore it and just kind of go with the flow of it.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to play high response, like this bastard coming at you, go away, go away, go away. I want none of your Girl Scout cookies. No, you better not. Yeah, you better. I'm playing hopscotch and I'm about to lose. God dang it, I picked up a health pack. Thank you, game. It's not what I wanted right now.
I wish it was a real help on discount.
This is true. Conrad could use it right now, though.
Yeah, no. Infinite was very choppy, and especially when you were playing it when it was still kind of hot and fresh.
Yeah.
Like the choppiness was just a thing.
Yeah, because I know
that's like saying and I guess it's not a completely good comparison, but that's like saying like my Master Chief Collection is not running right when I first played it in 2015. It's like no, that shit didn't run right for anybody in 2015.
Yeah, and
it just didn't run.
Best way to say is I know of. Here's the worst part for me when it comes to trying to search up that type of stuff. When I know the game itself, best way to say is comes out door over here. Comes out with a quote unquote controversy. There's a lot more hate that titles will get to where it's hard to see if people are just bad mouthing it because they want that 5 minutes of fame, or if it actually is a problem. Or like they're just downplaying it because they said something stupid, kind of situation.
Oh yeah, I guess it depends on how big the outcry is.
Yeah. So
yeah, Master Chief Collection, it was like the developers were like, oh, we're just sorry.
yeah.
They even gave away. That's why we got ODST for free.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
ODST wasn't originally part of the Master Chief Collection. Really?
It was a.
Well, it makes sense. No, thinking about it, kind of makes sense because Chief was not part of ODST, so I can kind of understand that to a bit. Reach.
Wasn't part of Reach either.
He is and is not. Like,
at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah. So that's where it's like it's skirting a line. That's where it's like I get the no, it's not, but it's one of those. I hear so many fans, but technicality. God damn it.
Oh man, Karma's a bitch. Karma's a real bitch.
Waiting for you to call me out on that.
Well, you're dead.
So yeah, when it came to Infinite for looking for that, it was one of those. I have a new computer. I don't know if people are having the same problem as me, or if it is my computer, that kind of situation. But the part that literally was the seal to the deal of I'm done with this game, I heard him wording. He warted pretty hard. Was you actually get, best way to say is a grappling hook that is almost like the Spider-Man swing. And, well, like traditional Halos, I think you'd probably be like me of, I need to find skulls if I want to unlock things. Because they do have skulls hidden in the game and whatnot. Or other items to hide. Well, I have the Spider-Man swing, and I'm in a long hallway with random corridors. I'm going to search random corridors and Spider-Man swing there. Well, by doing so, I caused such a tax to the game that when I passed a doorway, the game crashed. And immediately, all you could see was Chief's legs and the galaxy around him. None of the walls were loading. None of the floors were loading. I got. Oh shit! There's the one behind us.
I have to tell you though, I have never seen anything more jank than the initial release of Master Chief Collection.
Again, I remember hearing the horror stories.
Like, I can't remember. I'm sure it happened with me and you, Carnage, but like, 100% though. I was playing with Ray.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were just trying to do co-op campaign.
Yeah.
We literally could not see the same thing. Okay, and what I mean by that is, we were in a co-op match.
Yeah.
And we were seeing each other doing things that did not match representations of what we were actually doing in those moments.
I have not heard that.
Like, the game was so desynced. We were like, he'd be like, I'm over here at this rock jumping around. Can't you see me? He's like, no, on my screen, you're just walking forward and going to the left and shooting into something. And it was just like that.
Dear Lord.
And it didn't matter. And it wasn't like it was just a me and Ray problem. It was like any time I tried to do a co-op game, I'm pretty sure it happened to me and you, Ryan. Yeah, like.
That was if you're lucky. Sometimes it would just straight up end the game.
Yes, that's true. I thought about that.
Now, I'm out.
The other thing was actually way more aggravating. Like having the totally desynced co-op campaign.
You're solo. Be careful.
Was irritating.
Now I don't remember, because I know again this is where I came in late, but if I remember correctly, you cannot do campaign together unless you're the same system. But you can do versus if you're different. If you guys are separate systems.
And this is for
the Chief Collection. If I remember correctly, it's
in the beginning. It was how it worked out. I think they added.
They fixed that.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about like what the hell is that called? Cross-plat.
Yeah.
So yeah, cross-plat. So to be fair to Master Chief Collection, cross-plat in general just was something that they were figuring out.
No, I'm not.
And so like.
I'm not trying to criticize him for that.
No. I'm not trying to accuse of that. I'm just saying, like, in general, cross-plat was something that just wasn't around at all, especially back in 2015.
Yeah.
And so, like, when they first, honestly, the Master Chief Collection was like their first foray into taking a big game and making it cross-plat.
True.
And so, like, and by that point, it was so nice. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they released Halo on PC, I don't think they ever would have fixed the game.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee the outcry for the PC is what stood out the loudest.
Because by the time that they were putting the game on PC, they knew they had to fix the game in general for everybody else. They couldn't just keep rolling out ports and not fix the base game.
Yeah.
That was another point I'll make earlier too. It's like it also sucks when you're a PC player and it's a console game. Anytime you hear the word port, there's like a 90% chance that shit ain't working properly. And so so that's even worse for you with Infinite. To your points earlier, because like you're sitting there like, is my PC messed up? It's like, man, if it's a console game first and foremost, probably not. It's just a game, because that's just how PC ports work. Like, have you heard horror stories? I know you don't care about Grand Theft Auto. But did you
I've heard the horror stories that Grand Theft Auto was. Wait, not the new title, but a remake that came out.
Yeah, the remake's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the new one's announced, but it's
the new one's been announced for a while. But I meant like it was Gears 5 or not Gears 5. God, I guess numbers 5 for Grand Theft 5. If it was that one.
No.
Yeah, I see him.
No, it was like a remaster.
Yeah, he did.
He's trying. It is gone. I just saw a blink. It's gone. Don't get too ballsy. Get out. Get out.
Trying to. There you
go. No,
Well, I'm warped.
And I don't know if Carnage remembers or not.
He
But
should be dead.
it was a remaster of all the PS2 games, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Which honestly, I was gonna buy that shit. I loved at least GTA 3. Vice City I liked a lot too.
Yeah, I heard the super drop with that.
And also with that one, it wasn't like it was just a PC port problem. That was just fucked up all around. Like, they didn't do it right on any of the platforms.
Wait,
That is not even an exaggeration.
I hate to say it, it's more
I own both those games on my cell phone.
that is what to me is the surprise. Now, granted, I know it's one of those. I hate to say it, of the. I'm so old. I'm hearing that phone games can actually play. Best way to say it is PS2, PS3 games.
I downloaded them in 2012.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, no, that is real shit there. Like, they have ported that game before. Like, that's not new.
I bought that game when I was a truck driver to stay busy on my Samsung Galaxy S2.
Dear Lord.
And so it is not a lie to say that the remaster they released, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, it runs way more poorly than any other port to any other device ever. And it's a shame. And
Yeah.
Like, it really is. And it was the whole remaster. Because I was actually crazy excited when I heard about that game coming out. Because I honestly, maybe I'm part of the problem, but I actually really like remasters, especially if they've had like if there's been like a long time since they've came out.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm not the one that's just like, oh, it came out on PS4, I'm gonna buy it on PS5. Maybe not that much, unless it's been like a 10-year gap. But like,
That's the one that comes to mind for me on that is the Last of Us games and
Yes.
New Horizon. I can't think of the name.
yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Thank you, that
right?
one,
I think
yes.
you're right. Wasn't it called New Horizon?
It was just one of those.
No,
like-
Forbidden West.
Yeah, but I think that's the second title because the first one is the one that got like recently remade, which is just asinine of games that they could do remakes with that they own.
Yeah,
But-
my rule of thumb is if like it has to be 5 years at least. It's I know it's arbitrary, but like it has to be 5 years at least, and then it has to have additional content on top of that, and then I'm on board. Because like for example, Skyrim, the most heavily, constantly ported game maybe outside besides FF7.
Yeah.
Like when the special edition came out on Xbox One, I was all about it. Even though I had only played Skyrim like a few years before that was my fault. I didn't get into Skyrim until much later.
Yeah.
So when the special edition came out, even though it hadn't been that long, I knew it was coming out with enhanced graphics and all the DLC and content,
Okay.
extra stuff.
Enhanced graphics you'll count as a additional thing.
Yeah, like enhanced graphics and stuff and DLC. Like and also I think it was also for like a cheaper price. So I think it was like it wasn't for like the standard cost.
Okay, it wasn't a full price game
I
at
don't
that point.
think it was. I could be lying on that one. Well, this way, I always get behind. You know how I play.
No.
I buy games. I buy games like past their prime, so it was cheaper for me at least.
Yeah.
But don't regret the purchase at all.
Don't flood appear here.
No, we're a ways away from flood.
No, it's one of those again, like Trigger remembers. Like I'm remembering something here.
Yeah, the
Head
cutscene.
back to the shuttle bay and call for Ethan.
Well, anyway, back to the remaster remake shit. Yeah, I think that's what the memory was the cloaks. The cloakers are in here.
And this part isn't so bad if you have experience with the game because you know where they're gonna come from.
Yeah.
So as long as you're armed, it's not so bad.
But no, I agree that the 5-year gap. I'm not always agreeing with it needs to add extra because at that point, and I hate to say it this way, it's more of the Nintendo side of me kicking in that I'm pissed with Nintendo on. There are certain games that I don't want you to add stuff. I just want you to bring the series back.
No, I totally. Sorry, I should clarify. I'm not saying it has to be that way. I was trying to say especially.
Okay, yeah.
Especially. No, I 100% agree with you because I also have the same issue where I have lots of beloved series.
Yeah.
really I will have be remade. Like I told you about my love for mech games in general, but
Well, yeah.
but Front Mission.
Yeah.
So Front Mission was a series that
Now, I know Front Mission 1 and 2, didn't they do a recent remake for those?
yes, they did, and I bought both of them, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy because also those two never came to America.
We all 3 died.
No.
See? All 3 of us died.
As far as I, Isla would have to correct me, but as far as I know, 1 and 2 never came to America,
Okay.
except for maybe on a portable platform. And they're also doing a remake of 3. It was supposed to possibly come out last year. I think it got pushed to this year. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
3 was my first introduction to that game. Well, that whole game series. By the way, my point is like, I'm all about remakes, especially if it's like to increase the longevity of the game. I mean, hell, MVC2.
Well, besides that, it's also of, as I was saying earlier on an earlier episode with us on how the Master Chief Collection, he is just full face into it.
Master Chief is fantastic.
No, it
It's
just
why I bought the Xbox One, as you know.
Yeah. No, it was more of, like as I was saying with Carnage here, of there are so many people who have not played Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 because of age gaps and all that point. So I want sometimes just give me the old game access on the newer platforms. This way other people can enjoy it. And yes, like as you were saying, give it more life to where, cool, they can make a sequel. They can make more into it.
It's funny how bad Sony is at that specifically.
Nintendo somewhat is too.
They are, but they've been getting better lately. They have been getting better.
They haven't.
But they're still better than Sony.
I'm not going to disagree there.
My God, Sony's been going backwards with that shit.
The part that's weird with Sony is like, I think they as recently have been complaining that they don't have enough franchises to. I think this honestly was one of their complaints.
They don't have enough first parties. I can kind of get that, but like they have enough.
They do. They like, for instance, Sly Cooper, Parappa the Rappa, like literally all that PlayStation Battle Royale thing that they did. All those are most of those are pretty much Sony exclusive names. I mean, hell, even Bloodborne. The fans have been dying for Bloodborne to be remade.
Bloodborne's the weird one. That's the elephant in the room. Like
the
with Sly Cooper and Parappa, I can kind of get it because of like gamer taste as executives see them. But Bloodborne doesn't make sense to me because there has been a change.
Yeah.
Where if you bitch enough, otherwise known as the MVC2 issue,
Yeah.
when you bitch enough, you get what you want.
Yeah.
And it pays off in spades for the company. Or honestly, everything Capcom's been doing lately.
Capcom's been killing it.
Capcom has been killing it. They were sitting in their own fucking diaper for a little while, but like they've been killing it lately.
Yeah.
With all the really stellar remakes and stuff.
Honestly, it's ever since of Monster Hunter World, they have been basically hitting it out of the park. Monster Hunter World definitely put them.
When did that one come out?
That one came out with the PS4. Honestly, year-wise, couldn't tell you. But best way to say is once that title came out, they've kind of changed their tactics.
Because they've had a few bangers around the same time. No, well, hold on. I'm sorry. They had a resurgence.
Oh
right?
yeah.
There was a time where everything they did was wrong.
Yes.
And so what I'm saying is like I'm trying to put like where Monster Hunter World fell in comparison to RE7.
RE7 was earlier. Wait, no, hang on. Village? No, that's 8.
No, that's 8. Yeah.
Village came after. Let's see, what was RE7?
RE7 was the one like in the woods and like a cabin.
Oh no, RE7 was definitely a start for them because RE7 as well was that was Afterworld. RE7 was Afterworld because RE6.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. I was just saying like, so World maybe that was the Nexus. I was just curious. Like,
yeah.
As I don't know.
I only know
Monster Hunter in relation to RE and as well as Street Fighter. I just know that Street Fighter was definitely the one they were sucking at the most. For a while.
Well, it was way. Street Fighter was the one that they were suckling the teat off of living because that was the only thing they had that was
not from 5.
No. 5 with all the like remake things. That that selling was the only thing keeping them alive for a little while.
I guess that's true. I know what you mean. I just know that.
No, success-wise, they were failing at that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I see him. I didn't die.
Yeah, that was kind of like a Leroy Jenkins there.
At least I got a checkpoint. Anyway, but no, once World came out, their tactics started changing, and they went a little bit more of how can we make this friendly for all, is the best way to say.
Inclusion is a thing that was a smart move for Capcom.
Yes. Because as well, and I know I said this on the Monster Hunter World with Jen Storms. Am I going the wrong way?
I do.
Okay.
I do recall World being a big deal, though.
World was because the best way, as I said this on the video with him, I hated Monster Hunter before World. I picked it up on the Wii U. Now, granted,
was it called Try?
there was multiple numbers, but I picked it up on the Wii U, which alone is its own problem. But it was just one of those. I had a friend who introduced me on the 3DS version. I was like, okay, I can somewhat see the fun of this. I'll give it a try. I absolutely hated the game. Hated the way it played. Hated the transitions between levels. I hated everything of that game.
Sure.
Then I played then Jen Storms talked me into like, you gotta play World. Just play it, borrow it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
I have put so many hours.
No,
in.
and that's awesome. Like, it's always cool when like you can find a game that you can just like crush. Like you can just spend so many fucking hours in and like just not even pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, but it was just like from that is where the ease of that game introduces a lot better. Like for instance, to get potions, you have to find herbs. Well, yeah, on the older ones, you would then have to go into the menu, make those potions into herbs, and do all this extra work. While the World and Rise and at least we got a checkpoint.
It's a checkpoint though, yeah. Hit pause. Can we?
Yeah, we can call for this episode. Yeah, and Keys doesn't like that checkpoint. It offends him.
Hey, if you're good to keep going, keep going. But like I'm just saying, like don't make yourself uncomfortable. Like you'll do it. You'll do it. Just gotta play better. It's fine.
But
I don't want blue grenades.
I see him. Keys saw him too. Oh no, it's just you. Yay!
You're alive. With it now.
But no.
I finish your point, but I have a counterpoint.
I was say ever since. No, it's another side note to it.
Yeah.
Each of Capcom's titles have been the how can we both include more to where put an ease of access, but make it more for those fan base, and they've done very well ever since.
And what I love about gaming in general in certain categories is that there has been more of a. One thing that frustrates me as a gamer is like there is more than one type of gamer in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's gamers who love to just be punished. In my opinion, like people who just. And my way of describing it is like they want to be challenged constantly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
it's more of the I am that guilty party.
No, it's fine. I'm glad that there are games for you. But like as someone who likes to sometimes play games to relax, or just to play games when they have time, it can be irritating to deal with certain things. One very specific and easy thing.
I wish we caught that on the mic.
So just now, Carnage said that they are 70 meters away from urination, and all I can say is I'm sorry that you couldn't hear it from him himself.
Kill these half-wits. Come on.
I need to pee. I need
I have
to
to pee like a fat kid needs a grapefruit.
I have never heard that description before. That is amazing.
Hit that button. Hit that fucking button. Fuck that grunt. Hit that goddamn button. Fuck that grunt. Hit that fucking button. Hurry up.
I'm hitting the button on the
Hey, your
top.
penis. Come on. Hurry up. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Piss it down.
We'll catch you all on the next one. Oh my god.